Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am piano man Steve Lungrin. Normally, I host this show and perform myself, but I'm taking the night off because I have a special guest with me, all the way from London, England. He's gotten his second vaccination, and he's getting himself warmed up to do all the makeup dates from his farewell Yellow Brick Road tour. And he's made his way here to Nevada Square Garden to play for my intimate group of fans. So, in just a minute, I would like to have you extend a warm welcome to the one, the only, irrepressible, Captain Fantastic, Rocket Man himself, Sir Elton John. The show begins momentarily. roses in my window, box of tilted to one side. And everything about this house is born to grow and die. It doesn't seem a year ago to this very day. You said, I'm sorry, honey, if I don't change the pace, can't last another day. And love lies bleeding in my hands. What kills me to think of you with another man. I was playing rock and roll, you were just a fan. My guitar wouldn't notice, I'll split the band. And love lies bleeding in my hands. I wonder if those changes have left a scar on you, like all those burning hoops of fire that you and I passed through. You're a bluebird on the telegraph line, I hope you're happy now. But if the wings of change coming down your way, girl, you'll make it back somehow. And love lies bleeding in my hands. Oh, it kills me to think of you with another man. I was playing rock and roll, you were just a fan. My guitar couldn't notice, so I split the band. Now love lies bleeding in my hands. Thank you very much. Good evening. Good afternoon. It's good to be back performing. It's been a while. I'm going to break the news very, very softly for you right now. Despite what Mr. Piano Man Steve said, I am not actually Elton John. I'm just a guy pretending to be Elton John. And since I am performing tonight for a number of people from the UK, I'm quite certain that you will find my accent excruciating and not at all authentic. And I extend my sincerest apologies right now. But I am going to keep it up all the way through the show, so get over it. Okay. I have brought with me a selection of Elton John music that I believe is representative of his greatness. I intend to enjoy myself. I hope that you will as well. I will pop into the comments from time to time and say hello, greet a few of you. But mostly we're just going to play the music tonight and have a great time doing it. If I'd had my wits about me, we'd have done this on Thursday, on the actual birthday. But I did not, so here we are. Programming note, keep May 9th free on your calendars. That is Billy Joel's birthday. We'll be back to do something like this again. I will make sure that we make proper announcements in advance. Okay, we're going to go back to 1972. At that time, I'd had one hit record, and it had been a couple of years since I was on the charts. Starting to get nervous that maybe it wasn't going to happen again, and finally we released an album called Honky Cat, and this song sailed up into the top 10, got me back on the charts, and I never looked back for about 25 years afterward. Let's see if you're familiar with this track. She packed my bags last night, pre-flights, 0 hours, 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss the earth so much, I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space, such a timeless flight. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. The touchdown brings me round again to find not the man that think I am at home. I don't know. I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find not the man that think I'm at home. I don't know. I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids. In fact, it's cold as hell, and there's no one there to dig. And all the science I don't understand. It's just my job 5 days a week. A rocket man, yeah. Oh, a rocket man. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me around again to find not the man that think I'm at home. I don't know. I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning out his fuse up parallel. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Touchdown, bring me round again to find not the man that think I am at home. I don't know. I'm a rocket man. A rocket man, burning out his fuse up parallel. Think it's gonna be a long, long time. I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. I think it's gonna be a long, long time. All right. Thank you very much. Let's say hello to a few people. I do appreciate that you're here. All right. Hello, Ruth. Good to have you with us. Who is this Steve you speak of? Good Lord. For God's sakes, here I am working my tail off and you're giving someone else a compliment. How do you like that? Thank you, my dear. I appreciate it. Yes. Bob Douglas. Hello. Coming in from Saigon, Vietnam. Well, thank you very much. It's a very early morning for you. I appreciate you being with us. Okay. Dave Rosado joining us from lovely Brazil. Thank you, sir. Good to have you with us. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And hello, Bettina from Germany. We have a true international coalition today. We've got North America, South America, Europe, Asia. I wonder if we've got any Aussies. Just about every place covered except possibly Antarctica. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Well, I know that I'm not going to get to all of you, and I apologize for that, but know that it matters to me equally that each one of you have tuned in. I'm going to do my best to make this a good show for us all. So we need to go back in time. This is about roughly a year after the last track that I just did. Came out with a follow-up album to Honky Chateau called Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player. Had 2 hit records off of that one. This one, the record company did not believe in at all, and I had to put my foot down and insist that they release it as a single. And I even had to guarantee that I would take the losses if it didn't work out, but I believed in it. It's a very special lyric by my partner, my writing partner, Bernie Taupin. This is one of my top 10 favorites from our entire career together. And this reached number 2, and I got to force the record company to eat a lot of crow on that one because they didn't believe that it could be a hit. And I recorded it unusually on a Fender Rhodes that sounded like this. This is called Daniel.
Daniel is traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red tail lights heading for Spain. Oh, and I can see Daniel waving goodbye. It looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eyes. They say Spain is pretty, though I've never been. But Daniel says it's the best place he's ever seen. Oh, and he should know he's been there enough. Lord, I miss Daniel. Oh, I miss him so much. Oh, Daniel, my brother, you are older than me. Do you still feel the pain of the scars that won't heal? Your eyes have died, but you see more than I. Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. Daniel, my brother, you are older than me. Do you still feel the pain of the scars that won't heal? Your eyes have died, but you see more than I. Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. Daniel's traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red tail lights heading for Spain. Oh, and I can see Daniel waving goodbye. Oh, it looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eyes. Oh God, it looks like Daniel. It must be the clouds in my eyes.
All right, thank you very much. Let's say hello to a few more people. I saw Steve's mother in here somewhere. Hello, Carol. I'm sure that your husband Dick is there as well. You have a fine son. You should be very proud of him. I assure you it was always worth it when you loaned him money. I don't come and do shows for just anyone, after all. Chris Caputo in New York, I believe. Nice. Thank you for joining us. Young up-and-coming musician Noah, good to have you with us. Thank you for joining us tonight, young friend. All right. Phil, he says, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road is my favorite. Well, as it happens, Phil, you're in luck, because guess what I am about to play. So, let's continue along in our timeline. So I had some good fortune when I first hit, which with a song we'll play later. And then I had a bit of a dry spell for radio hits for a couple of years. I think I made some good music in that time, but it was not getting on the radio. So record sales started to dry up a bit. And then, as I said, we were fortunate to have a couple of hits off of Honky Chateau, and then the follow-up, which Daniel came from, which was Don't Shoot Me. I'm only the piano player. And then I was able to solidify myself as a radio presence with an album called Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, which yielded 4 radio hits on both sides of the Atlantic Ocean. And I'm going to play the title track for you right now. I could use your help. There's a part that I think all of you can understand the words for. It goes, ah. All right? Ah. Okay? So I need you in the comments and in your head and out loud, if you're brave enough, to join me and help me with that part of the song, because it really is designed for a choir.
When are you gonna come down? When are you going to land? I should have stayed on the farm, should have listened to my old man. You know you can't hold me forever, I didn't sign up with you. I'm not a prison for your friends to open. This boy's too young to be singing the blues. Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road, where the dogs of society howl. You can't plan B in your penthouse. I'm going back to my plow, back to the howling old owl in the woods, hunting the honeyback toad. Oh, I finally decided my future lies beyond the yellow brick road. What do you think you'll do then? I bet you they shoot down your plane. It's gonna take you a couple of vodka and tonics to set you on your feet again. Maybe you'll get a replacement. There's plenty like me to be found. The mongrels who ain't got a penny, singing for tidbits like you on the ground. Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road, where the dogs of society howl. You can't plant me in your penthouse. I'm going to my plow, back to the howling old owl in the woods, hunting the honeyback toad. Oh, I finally decided my future lies beyond the yellow brick road.
Thank you very much. Yes, I see all of you were singing along. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I love seeing that. It's our own virtual sing-along. I love it. Now let's see, what did I want to play for you next? I was mostly worried about getting through that one. Everything's going to be easy from here on out, I think. Ah, yes. So let's take a step back in time. I've walked you through our radio success in the early days, at least some steps. We'll certainly do more from that era, more famous songs. However, I mentioned I thought we did some good music during that dry spell between my first hit and Rocket Man, and it didn't get heard by very many people at the time. But I made an album called Madman Across the Water that I was very proud of. Had beautiful orchestral arrangements of a number of things by a man named the late, great Paul Buckmaster. In fact, I would say that my early sound is as much defined by Paul Buckmaster as it is by anyone, and also the late, great Gus Dudgeon, who was my producer. Really helped me find my sound along with my original band of Nigel Olsson on drums, Dee Murray on the bass, and Davy Johnston on guitar, and occasionally the very eccentric but delightful Ray Cooper on percussion. In fact, Piano Man Steve has told me a number of times that's actually his favorite band in all of music history, is that little group. Anyway, we made some good music, and this song has become well known in the years since it was released as a single. It didn't go anywhere on the charts, and it didn't sell anything at the time, but it has emerged. This one and the next one have both emerged as pretty well-known songs in my catalog, which goes to show you that if you write a really good song and give it time, it will find its way into people's hearts, even if it doesn't make its way on the charts at first. This is called Levon. Levon wears his worn like a crown. He calls his child Jesus because he likes the name, and he sends him to the finest school in town. Levon likes his money, and he makes a lot, they say. Spends his days counting in the garage by the motorway. He was born a pauper to a pawn on a Christmas day, when the New York Times said God is dead and the war's begun. Albert Tossing had a song today. And he shall be Levon, and he shall be a good man, and he shall be Levon, in tradition with a family plan. And he shall be Levon, and he shall be a good man. He shall be Levon. Sells cartoon balloons in town. His family business thrives. Jesus blows up balloons all day, sits on the porch swing
said Jesus, he wants to go to Venus. Leave Levon far behind. Take a balloon and go sailing while Levon slowly dies. He was born a pauper to a pawn on a Christmas day when the New York Times said God is dead and the war's begun. Albert Tostick had a song today, and he shall and live on, and he shall be a good man, and he shall and live on in tradition with a family plan. Woo! He shall and live on, and he shall be a good man. He shall be live on, and he shall and live on, and he shall be a good man, and he shall and live on in tradition with a family plan. Woo! Shall be live on, he shall be a good man. He shall be live on, he shall be live on. He shall be, he shall be, he shall be live on. He shall be, he shall be, he shall be live on. He shall be, whoo, he shall be live on. He shall be, he shall be, he shall be live on. He shall be live on. He shall be live on. All right, thank you very much. Levon. All right. Hello, Bill Hasty, our resident rock and roll trivia history buff. Today in rock history, 1982, David Crosby of the Byrds and Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young is arrested in San Diego for possession of drugs and a gun. When asked why he carried a gun, his reply was 2 words, John Lennon. Yes, well, that's probably as fair of an excuse as I've heard, although I would prefer that he'd be a little bit less high while he's wielding a firearm, but that's just me. All right, thank you. Always good to have you with us, Bill. I see that my colleague, piano man Steve's sister, is here. Hello, Tracy. Thank you for joining us. Much obliged. And hello, Gary Elgard. How are you? Now, how do you know that Tiny Dancer is what's going to come next? I mean, it is, but how did you know? Because you know my old catalog better than I know my old catalog. That's how you knew. All right. Yes, I mentioned we had a couple of songs off of this record, this album, called Man Man Across the Water, that did not chart at the time, but have become pretty well known in their own right since then. This ended up on a movie soundtrack in about 1999 or 2000 and took on an entirely new life. It's become one of my signature songs ever since. And it goes like this. jean baby, LA lady, seamstress from the band, pretty eye, pirate smile, you marry music man, ballerina, you must have seen her dancing in the sand. Now she's in me, always with me, tiny dancer in my hand. Jesus freaks out in the street, handing tickets out for gone, turning back, she just laughs. The boulevard is not that bad. Piano man, he makes a stand in his auditorium, looking on, she sings a song, the way she knows the tune she hums. Whoa, how it feels so real, lying here with no one near and only you. And you can hear me when I say softly, help me sing it slowly. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. You had a busy day today. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. You had a busy day today. Blue jean baby, LA lady, seamstress for the man, pretty eye, oh pirate smile, you marry music man, ballerina, oh you must have seen her, she was dancing in the sand. Now she's in me, always with me, tiny dancer in my hand. Whoa, how it feels so real, lying here with no one near and only you. But you can hear me when I say softly, help me out now, slowly. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights lights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. You had a busy day today. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. You had a busy day today. Tiny dancer. Thank you very much. Rick Wookie. He says, it's actually amazing that nearly all the songs on Madman weren't hits, let alone none of them. Yeah, well, there were a lot of very good songs on that record. So I'm glad some of them have been able to get a second life. Yes, indeed. All right. Who do we have here? Hood Holmes. Oh God, a bird's flown in through the window. It's trying to peck at my nether regions. I'm stuck. Please, for the love of God, help. That is an extremely random thing to put in a live feed chat, considering that none of us are in the room with you. So I can only say I wish you and your, how did you put that, nether regions well. Happy healing. Okay. Hello, Becky. Well, thank you very much. Apparently you go for the gay man, apparently, if that's how you feel. That's all right. We all have our thing. All right, carrying on. It's time that we do a bit of a toe tapper on this one. This goes back to 1972. This is an upbeat number that we put out off the Honky Chateau record. It was a lesser hit than Rocket Man, and yet one of the most fun that we have in the entire catalog from any era to play live. This is called Honky Cat. When I look back, boy, I must have been green, bopping in the country, fishing in a stream, looking for an answer, trying to find the sign, till I saw your city lights, honey, I was blind. You gotta get back, honky cats, you better get back to the woods. Well, I quit those days and my redneck ways, and your tank is gonna do me good. You gotta get back, honky cats, living in the city and where it's at. It's like trying to find gold in silver mine. It's like trying to drink whiskey from a bottle of wine. Well, I read some books and I read some magazines about those high-class ladies down in New Orleans, and all those folks back home said I was a fool. They said, oh, believe in the Lord is the golden rule. You gotta get back, honky cats, honky cats, you better get back to the woods. Well, I quit those days and I redneck ways and your change is gonna do me good. They said, stay at home. Boy, I got the telephone. Living in the city, sonny, it's gonna break your heart. But then, how can you stay when your heart says no? How can you stop when your feet say go? You gotta get back, honky cats. You better get back to the wood. Well, I quit those days and I redneck ways and your change is gonna do me good. You gotta get back, honky cats. Living in the city ain't where it's at. It's like trying to find gold and silver mine. It's like trying to drink whiskey from a bottle of wine. So get back, honky cats, getting back, honky cats, getting back. Woo! That's your parts. I said, get back, honky cats, getting back, honky cat, give it to me now. Woo! Write it in the comments if you must. Getting back, honky cats, getting back, honky cat, getting back. Woo! I said, get back, honky cats, getting back, honky cat, get back loud. Woo! Not bad. We'll try it again in a bit. All right. honky cat, getting back, honky cat, getting back, woo! I know you can go louder than that. I say, get back, honky cat, getting back, honky cat, get back, woo! One more time, I say, get back, honky cat, getting back, honky cat, get back, woo! Honky Cat. Get back, Honky Cat. Get back. Woo! All right. Love it when you join me and sing along. Yes. Kurt Gibson says, I'm from the UK and I can tell you that the accent is on point. Well, it's very sweet of you to say, my friend. I am sure that I dip in and out of competence on it from time to time. But thank you very, very much for being here. This is a late night for you, and you didn't have to be here, so I very much appreciate that you are. All right. Okay, it's time for me to do a few songs, just me and the piano. We'll get back to some backing tracks here shortly. It's also a good time for me to remind everyone that if you're thoroughly enjoying the show, it's not required, but I do appreciate any digital tips you might feel like leaving in my tip jars there in the description of both Facebook and YouTube. I have PayPal and Venmo alike. As I say, not required, just greatly appreciated. It does help fund and fuel new content. Keeps the electricity turned on so we can keep doing this every single week. Any of you who don't tune in on a regular basis, I do this every Sunday at 2 o'clock. Not necessarily dressed like Elton John, but we do special events like this periodically as well. So thank you for being here tonight. Okay, so what I thought I would do next is go back to since we were just on the Honky Chateau album. Some of you are going to know this one. When my partner and I, my writing partner Bernie Taupin and I came to the United States, we were both completely taken in by New York City. It just absolutely blew us away. We'd never seen anything like it. And it inspired a beautiful lyric from Bernie, and I put a melody to it that is still one of my favorites to this day, and is one of my favorite deep cuts, if you will. And I had the honor and privilege of playing this song, the concert for New York after the 9/11 attacks, and it's called Mona Lisa's and Mad Hatters. And now and oh, the Spanish Harlem are just pretty words to say. I thought I knew, but now I know that rose trees never grow in New York City. Till you see this trash can dream come true, you stand at the edge while the people run you through. And I thank the Lord there's people out there like you. Thank the Lord there's people out there like you. While Mona Lisa's and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. For unless they see the sky, but they can't, and that is why they know not if it's dark outside or light. This Broadway's got, it's got a lot of songs to sing, and if I knew the words, I might join in. I'll go my way alone, I'll grow my own shall be sold in New York City. Subway's nowhere for a good man to go down. A rich man can ride, the hobo he can drown. I thank the Lord for the people I have found. Thank the Lord for the people I have found. While Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. For unless they see the sky, but they can't, and that is why they know not if it's dark outside or light. And now I know the Spanish Harlem are not just pretty words to say. I thought I knew, but now I know that rose trees never grow in New York City. Subway's nowhere for a good man to go down. Rich man can ride, and the hobo he can drown. I thank the Lord for the people I have found. Thank the Lord for the people I have found. Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. For unless they see the sky, but they can't, and that is why they know not if it's dark outside or light. No, not if it's dark outside or light. All right. So this song, it's not really a new song. You can't call something a new song when it's nearly 30 years old. But it's in the newer half of my career. I always call that post-throat surgery. And this was a top 20 hit for us on the radio in 1992. And it was the first record I put out after I'd gotten sober, which was very important. It totally changed my life, and it's when I launched my AIDS Foundation. And so this particular album and hit single have great meaning for me because it's at a time in my life when I decided I wanted to live and I wanted to make the most of the time I had left on this planet, and I feel like I have, and it's been a great ride ever since. And it's a very positive song, and I'm told that this is among the favorites of Dick and Carol Lungrin, who apparently heard a lot of my songs from their son, piano man Steve, growing up. And this was among the favorites to hear him play down in the basement on their old beat-up, old upright piano in Kearney, Nebraska. So this is called The One. So you're dancing now the ocean, running fast along the sand. Spirit born with earth and water, and fire flying from your hands. In the instant that you love someone, in the second that the hammer hits, reality runs up your spine, and the pieces finally fit. And all I ever needed was the one, like freedom fields where wild horses run. When the stars collide, like you and I, no shadows block the sun. You're all I ever needed, baby, you're the one. There are caravans we follow, drunken nights and dark hotels, when chances breathe between the silence, where sex and love no longer jail. Oh, for each man in his time is came, but till he walks along the beach and sees his future in the water, a long lost heart within his reach. And all I ever needed was the one, like freedom fields where wild horses run. When stars collide, like you and I, no shadows block the sun. You're all I ever needed. Ooh, baby, you're the one. When stars collide, like you and I, no shadows block the sun. Oh, oh, you're all I ever needed. Ooh, baby, you're the one. All I ever needed was the one, like freedom fields where wild horses run. When stars collide, like you and I, no shadows block the sun. Oh, oh, you're all I ever needed. Ooh, baby, you're the one.
right, thank you very much. And before we get back to some up-tempo music with the backing tracks, it feels wrong to do an Elton John show without this beautiful gem that I consider perhaps the perfect mesh of melody and lyric with my partner Bernie Taupin, and a wonderful, wonderful tribute to Marilyn Monroe that he wrote many years ago, and that I've carried this song with me now for nearly 50 years. And it's meant a lot to a lot of people, none more than myself.
Goodbye, Norma Jean, though I never knew you at all. You had the grace to hold yourself while those around you crawled. They crawled out of the woodwork and they whispered into your brain. They set you on a treadmill and they made you change your name. And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. And I would have liked to know you, but I was just a kid. Your candle burned out long before your legend ever did. Loneliness was tough, the toughest role you ever played. Hollywood created a superstar, pain was the price you paid. Even when you died, oh, the press still outed you. All the papers had to say was that Marilyn was found in the news. And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. And I would have liked to know you, but I was just a kid. Your candle burned out long before your legend ever did. Goodbye, Norma Jean, though I never knew you at all. You had the grace to hold yourself while those around you crawled. Goodbye, Norma Jean, from the young man in the 22nd row. I see you as something more than sexual, more than just our Marilyn Monroe. And it seems to me you live your life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. And I would have liked to know you, but I was just a kid. Your candle burned out long before your legend ever did. And I would have liked to know you, oh, but I was just a kid. Your candle burned out long before your legend never did.
Let's pick things up a tad.
spotlights hitting something that's been known to change the weather. Kill the body cop tonight, so stick around. You're gonna hear electric music, solid walls of sound. So Candy and Ronnie, have you seen them yet? Oh, they're so spaced out. Betty and the Jets. Oh, 'cause they're winning the wonderful. Oh, Betty, she's a really keen. She's got electric boots, a mowing suit. You know I read it in a magazine. No, but Betty and the Jets, yeah. Hey kids, plug into the playlist. Maybe they're blinded, but Betty makes amazes. We shall survive, let us take ourselves along. We'll find our parents out in the street to find a riding in the road. So Candy and Ronnie, have you seen them yet? Oh, they're so spaced out. Betty and the Jets. Oh, 'cause they're winning the waterfall. Wow, Betty, she's a really keen. She's got electric boots, a mowing suit. You know I read it in a magazine. No, but Betty and the Jets. Betty and the Jets. Oh, 'cause they're winning the wonderful. Well, Betty, she's a really keen. She's got electric boots, a mowing suit. You know I read it in a magazine. No, Betty and the Jets. Yeah. Here we go, here we go. Betty, Betty, Betty. Oh, Betty and the Jets. Betty, 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 Betty. Oh, Betty and the Jets. Betty, Betty,
Yes! Didn't time that well, did I? Hey! Let's keep it going, shall we?
Don't wish it away, don't look at it like it's forever. Between you and me, can honestly say the things can only get better. And while I'm away, dust down the demons inside, and it won't be long before you and me run to the place in our hearts where we hide. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Time on my hands could be time spent with you, and laughing like children, living like lovers, rolling like thunder under the colors. I guess that's why they call it the blues. Stare into space, picture your face in my hands. Live for each second without hesitation, and never forget I'm your man. Wait on me, girl. Cry in the night in the hills, but more than ever, I simply love you more than I love life itself. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Time on my hands could be time spent with you, and laughing like children, living like lovers, rolling like thunder under the colors. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. All right. windowsill. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Time on my hands could be time spent with you, having laughing like children, laughing like lovers, rolling like thunder under the covers. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Laughing like children, living like lovers. Guess that's why they call it the blues. Laughing like children, living like lovers. I guess that's why they call it the blues. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Guess there are times when we all need to share a little pain, and hiding out the rough spots is the hardest part when memories remain. And it's times like these when we all need to hear the radio, because from the lips of some old singer we can share the troubles we already know. So turn 'em on, turn 'em on, turn on those sad songs. When our hope is gone, why don't you tune in and turn them on? They're reaching to your room, whoa, 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 just feel that gentle touch. When our hope is gone, you know the sad song says so much. When someone else is suffering enough, oh, to write it down. When every single word makes sense, then it's easier to have those songs around. The kick inside is in the line that finally gets to you, and it feels so good to hurt so bad and suffer just enough to sing the blues. So turn 'em on, turn 'em on, turn on those sad songs. When all hope is gone, why don't you tune in and turn them on? Well, they're reaching to your room, whoa, 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 just feel that gentle touch. When our hope is gone, you know the sad song says so much. Well, sad songs they say, sad songs they say, well, sad songs they say, sad songs they say so much. Oh yeah. songs they say, sad songs they say, well, sad songs they say so much. So turn 'em on, whoa, turn 'em on, turn on those sad songs. When our hope is gone, why don't you tune in and turn them on? Well, they're reaching to your room, whoa, just feel their gentle touch. When our hope is gone, you know the sad song says so much. Whoa, when our hope is gone, you know the sad song says so much. When every little bit of hope is gone, the sad song says so much. When every little bit of hope is gone, the sad song says so much. Every little bit of hope is gone, the sad song says so much. When our hope is gone, yeah, the sad song says so much. Here's one for everyone who's survived this very, very difficult last 12 months. You can never know what it's like, love like when it freezes to like ice. There's a cold and lonely light that shines from you. Wind up like the wrecker you hide behind that mask you use. Well, you never think this fool could win. Look at me, I'm coming back again. I got a taste of love and a sample away. Need to know while I'm still standing, you just fade away. You know I'm still standing better than I ever did. I'm looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. You know I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. Once I never could have hoped to win, starting down the road and leaving me again. The friendship and babe were meant to cut me down. Love was just a circus, you'd be a clown by now. You know I'm still standing better than I ever did. I'm looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. You know I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ow! Better than I ever did, whoa, whoa. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. You know I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. This is another song where there's a part for you. And
And I'm going to need your help. I want to see it in the comments, and I want to feel it in the vibrations in the air. You'll know it.
I remember when rock was young. Me and Susie had so much fun, holding hands and skimming stones. Had another to share, they had a place of my own. But the biggest kick I ever got was doing a thing called the Crocodile Rock, while the other kids were rocking down the clock. We were hopping and bobbing to the Crocodile Rock. Well, Crocodile rocking was something shocking when your feet just can't get still. I never knew me a better time, and I guess I never will. Wowdy, Marty, Mama, your Friday nights with Susie wore her dresses tight. Crocodile rocking was so much out of sight. Help me out, I'll say la 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 la. Well, the years went by and the rock just died. Susie went and left me for a foreign guy. Long nights crying by the record machine, dreaming of my Chevy, my old blue jeans. But that never killed the thrills we got, burning up to the Crocodile Rock, learning fast as the weeks went past. Really thought the Crocodile Rock would last. Well, Crocodile rocking was something shocking when your feet just can't get still. I never knew me a better time, and I guess I never will. Wowdy, Marty, Mama, the Friday nights with Susie wore her dresses tight. The Crocodile rocking was so much out of sight. Sing it. La 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 la. Ooh, la 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 la. I remember when rock was young. Me and Susie had so much fun, holding hands and skimming stones. Had an old Chevy and a place of my own. But the biggest kick I ever got, burning her into the Crocodile Rock, while the other kids are rocking round the clock. We were hopping and bobbing to the Crocodile Rock. Well, Crocodile rocking was something shocking when your feet just can't keep still. I never knew me a better time, and I guess I never will. Wowdy, Marty, Mama, your Friday nights with Susie wore her dresses tight. The Crocodile rocking was so much out of sight. Singing. 7 o'clock and I wanna rock, wanna get a belly full of beer. My old man's a drunker than a barrel full of monkeys, and my old lady, she don't care. Sister looks cute in her braces and boots and a handful of grease in her hair. Oh, don't give us none of your aggravation. I had it with your discipline. Saturday night's alright for a fight. Get a little action in. Get about as hard as a diesel train. Gonna set this dance alight. Saturday night's alright, right light. Saturday night's alright, alright, alright. We're packed pretty tight in here tonight. I'm looking for a dollar to see me right. I can use a little muscle to get what I need. Take a little drink and shout out, she's a man. Couple of the sounds that I really like. All the sounds of the switchblade and a motorbike. A juvenile product of the working class. His best friend floats at the bottom of the glass. Oh, don't give us none of your aggravation. I had it with your discipline. Saturday night's alright for a fight. Get a little action in. Get about as hard as a diesel train. Gonna set this dance alight. Saturday night's alright for a fight. Saturday night's alright, alright, alright.
Oh my God. You guys have been absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. I just have a couple more songs to play for you before we get out of here. So we'll probably go just about 3 or 4 minutes past the normal cutoff time, but I think both of these are worth including. Thank you so very much. This has been an extraordinary day for me.
I can't lie, no more of your darkness. And all I picture seem to fade to black and white. I'm growing tired, and time stands still before me. Frozen here on the ladder of my life. It's too late to save myself from falling. I took a chance and I changed the way of life. But you misread my meaning when I met you. Close the door and left me blind by the light. Don't let the sun go down on me. Although I search myself, it's always someone else I see. Just allow a fragment of your life to wander free. Oh, losing everything is like the sun going down on me. I can't find the right romantic line, but see me once, see the way I feel. Don't discard me just because you think I mean you harm. But these cuts I have, oh, they need love to help them heal. Don't let the sun go down on me. Although I search myself, it's always someone else I see. Just allow a fragment of your life to wander free. Oh, losing everything is like the sun going down on me.
Thank you so very much. You know, it's such a privilege to be able to do this and have such a great audience for it. And I just hope you know I don't take it for granted. Not ever. So, if I might break character for just a moment, thank you, Elton. Happy 74th. Thanks for the music, the inspiration, the attitude. And thank you for never phoning it in. In over 50 years, every time that man hit the stage, he gave it everything he had that night. I've seen him 6 times, and every single time, he looked as excited to be there as if it was his first ever gig. So I leave you with the one song that could never be left out of an Elton John show. And I send it to all of you. Thank you for helping me celebrate this man's career. I'm sure we'll do this again sometime. And thanks for giving me an excuse to do these special events. This is probably my greatest joy in life. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. Don't need much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for all of you. You can tell everybody this is your song. Maybe quite simple, but now that it's done, hope you don't mind, oh, hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. Sat on the roof, kicked off the moss with a few of the verses. Well, they've got me quite proud, but the sun has been quite kind while I wrote this song for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting, but these things I do, oh, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the things, what I really mean. You're just one of the nicest crowds I've ever seen. And you can tell everybody, oh, this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, hope you don't mind, oh, hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life
Hope you don't mind, hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is. Well, you're all in the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Most fun I've had in years. All right, it's time for me to get out of here and let you get back to your normal lives. People, if you're a musician, please remember, if you're not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong. And for everyone here, no matter who you are and what you do, give as much love as you can to as many people as you can, as often as you can. We don't know when the ride ends. I want to leave it all on the field. Thank you so much, guys. Seriously, really, really special day for me. I'll see you next week for another just regular old take your requests and have a good time together. So see you then, and have a blessed 7 days between now and then.